Hey there, so it is morning time. I have been in my room for a little bit now, just getting things cleaned up because I had a hot mess in my classroom, not gonna lie, and getting ready for my really long day today. So today is a conference day in the afternoon, which means I am going to be here until probably 8:30, 9 o'clock. So right after school we start having right after school we start having conferences with parents, and then tomorrow's Wednesday. I have conferences in the morning, and then I have the afternoon to just kind of work in my classroom. So I've been getting together their folders, and I can show you that. So like, here are the folders that I have for this evening. Here are the folders for tomorrow. And then I'm getting together just a couple of other different things to go along with it. Like their DRAs, their writing sample that I have to keep. So I'm gonna pull those and put those there as well so that I can flip through it and show them their kids' work. It is going to be a very long day today, and today is the last day of swimming, which I'm very excited about. So when we return after Thanksgiving, look at that, driving me crazy. Maybe it doesn't want to do that. I don't know what it wants to do, to be honest. Okay, but when we return after Thanksgiving, we will have a normal schedule for about two weeks, and then my partner teacher is going to be taking the group that she's been keeping in the afternoons to go swimming. So then I will be here all afternoon teaching social studies and writing with the group that I've been taking swimming. So that's the plan. That is what's going to be happening today. It's going to be a very long day today, but it's okay. It's gonna be fine. The kids are probably going to be hot wired today because it is the last day before their fall break, so they're pretty excited about that. I know my partner teacher has some exciting things planned. I have some things that they're going to be connecting with their reading that they did yesterday for fairy tales. So yes, that is my plan in a nutshell. But I will talk to you guys during my next breaks about some things that I wanted to cover, so I will talk to you then. Bye. Hey, I am on my very last break for the day. I don't think I actually came in here to talk to you guys during lunch because I had to fix my conference reports for our meetings tonight. So that kind of has been taking up a ton of my time at the moment. So I think we just about got all of our conference stuff ready to go. I'm gonna end up setting it up because we're gonna hold conferences in this room. Setting up the little, I think a ball just hit my door or window. It did. Okay, so I'm going to be setting up kind of our little outside. We did lemonade and cookies and that kind of thing for our parents who come in tonight to hold our conferences. So I wanted to talk to you guys really quick because I think my partner teacher and I are making a really big decision as far as behavior management. So we've spent a really good chunk of time from the beginning of, like, it was the very end of August is when we started school to this point. So that's September, October, and then majority of November. So that's 3 months. We spent a really good amount of time for these past 3 months trying to build up some of our expectations, trying to build up problem-solving skills, and what we're finding is that students are not able to use those problem-solving skills, and they're not making the choices that they need to be making, and they're coming to class unprepared, and you know, their iPads are not charged. It's just little things here and there, and when we constantly have to give them reminders, like, I almost felt like, okay, I thought I left this part behind. You know, I could see giving a 5- and 6-year-old a reminder consistently, and even, you know, first grade. But once I start getting up to the point where you're in 4th grade at this point, you know exactly when to stop and how to control yourself. And if you don't, then that's something that we've had conversations about multiple times. And, you know, you're moving your body and you're doing different things to try to make yourself to stop. But when we're just downright being defiant and we are not wanting to do exactly what we are being asked of, we were looking to change. So let me tell you guys exactly how we are going to end up changing this. At one point we said, okay, so what if we did like an economy system? How cool would that be? You know, we can integrate math with it. And then I was talking with teaching 3rd with Mr. G, which is my cousin. I was talking with him and he was like, no, definitely do not do that, because then these kids are going to come out of it with like $300 and something, and you're going to end up saying, well, you get to have lunch with me, yay! And they're going to say, really? This is $300 and something. Like, That's not worth $300 and something. So they kind of have a better understanding of money and the value of money, and they expect a little bit more when they have that much money. So he says that in the end it doesn't really work out the way you want it to work. So I said, okay, well, let's just go back and try to revisit dojo. And I am not very good at doing dojo, mainly because I have to be better about leaving it open and constantly going through and checking it, which I'm not very good at. I've always said, you know, it's kind of like with the clip up and clip down charts. Like, I have certain expectations. I expect certain things of you, and if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, congratulations. Thank you so much for doing what you're supposed to be doing. But at the end, like, why should I consistently keep giving you rewards or something to that extent, you know, for you doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing? Okay, anyway, so that's just my own little tangent that I go on. But I try to tell them, listen, you do what you're doing because that's what is expected of you. You know what I mean? You know, so I want you to do it because you know that that's the expectation. I don't want you to do it just because you want to get a reward out of it. I want you to understand that, okay, this is what is expected of me. I know that this is what I'm going to do. You know, like, I'm not constantly looking for my principal to give me a reward for something when I'm doing my job. You know, my job in and of itself is my reward. Them getting their work done and doing well in school should be the reward in and of itself. But that's just my personal opinion. And I know positive reinforcement does well with kids. And I know that. So I said, okay, we're gonna get better about using dojo. And what we'll do is, parents have already seen that we do have dojo, and we use it when we feel like it's necessary to use it, and we have constantly been giving you warnings and that kind of thing. But to say that we really kept it open the entire time and we're using it the way that we should be using it, and that's not true. So we said that we would try to use that more. And what we're going to do is, in their folder, they're going to have a chart. Every Friday, we're going to write down their percentage for their chart, and they're going to have it, take it home and get it signed by their parents. Kind of the same thing with my behavior calendar that I did in kindergarten. So they got it signed daily. Here, they'll just get it signed weekly. And if I have issues that I feel like I'm having issues, it could be a daily thing that I have their parents end up signing. So I can kind of vary it based on the kids and the needs of the classroom. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, what we are planning to do. And yes, I am gonna go take my kids to their very last swimming lesson in about 15 minutes. So I had to like go out in fury because the kids were like kicking the ball on my windows, and I'm so tired of them kicking the ball on my windows right now. Like, stop it. Okay. But I'm gonna insert some little clips because I was really excited about this morning. So my partner teacher this morning, and it was a little bit of a longer morning meeting, but it was so great. Like, in the very beginning, she kind of launched it with our Padlet, which is just our whiteboard message that we've typically done. And in that Padlet, they had to tell one thing that they were thankful for as far as their education. So they kind of told what they were thankful for when it came to their education. And then what they had to do, she had it on chart paper, so I'll insert some of those clips. So she had chart papers, and the chart papers, she put everyone's name at the very top of each page. Sorry. Okay, best interruption ever because I got a brownie out of it. So she had chart papers, and at the top of each chart paper she put the kids' names. And so what we were all supposed to be going around doing is tell one thing that they were thankful for about that particular kid. So in the end, these kids are just like, I mean, it's filled, and they absolutely loved, and their faces kind of lit up. I felt like their self-esteem went up another 5 notches, which was so wonderful. But yes, it was fantastic, and I really loved that lesson. So if you haven't done it this year, definitely look at, you don't even have to do it as far as being thankful for. You could even do it more as a one thing that you like about this person, or one thing that makes this person unique, or something to that extent. So it doesn't have to necessarily be thankful. Like, we didn't even write thankful on it, like we just put their names on it so that the kids can put it up in their rooms. They can keep it posted, so they're all gonna get to take home their little posters with all the wonderful things that we've said about them. So it was absolutely perfect, and I wanted to share that wonderful thing with you guys. So I found out something really extra awesome, because I thought I was gonna have to be here until 3 o'clock tomorrow. Apparently that's not a true story. So I get to leave at 11:30 or 12 o'clock? 12 o'clock. Leave at 12 o'clock, which is so stinking fantastic, and I am really excited because I have to be on a conference call at at 4 o'clock. So, yay! I think that's all I have to say right now. I'm gonna get ready because I have 5 minutes left. I'm gonna eat my brownie. I'm gonna get my stuff so I can take my kids swimming for the very last time. And I'll talk to you guys later.